It's the National Football.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 36.
Here's Goff. Open man downfield is Reynolds. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Once again, it's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They're led out by the former third-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 14 carries, 90 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fights through and now a crease. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're...
Touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now Wilson. Complete, it's Dotson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And taken down just shy of the 40. Now this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Play action. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
Quick slant, Dotson. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll run with Gibson.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the end.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Gibson again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Gone.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now gone.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
Goff finding Hockenson there for the Lion first.
Having someone like T.J. Hockenson as your starting tight end makes you feel good as an organization because he finds ways to get open and gives his quarterback a reliable safety net over the middle or even to the edges. Case in point there, that play for a 1st down.
And Shark hauls it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Goff now to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Badgley on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, Wilson.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On 2nd down,
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To try again after the sack.
Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
He'll take it at the 42. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. .35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 21-0 lead already, and no need really to take any unnecessary risks.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Wilson.
This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Goff.
That's once again complete to Chark. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. It's gone.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Complete, it's Dotson.
Wilson's pass, complete to Jaquan Dotson.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. Now Wilson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass
and turn into a...
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
And he will get into the end zone. So that shades 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Gone. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Swift. Now he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's got room.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 6-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Swift.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
On gain of 3, brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jason Kabinda
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go play action with Wilson.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now they're in the hurry up. To throw is Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 6. 1:09 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Now Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Wilson. And he will find his man, Samuel. And it's going to be another 1st down as he'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
And this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing now is Wilson. He gets it to Thomas.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Wilson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were